My name's John Maguire. I'm the new college head. I'm looking forward to meeting the entire community in the autumn term, and there'll be lots of opportunities to get to know the parents, the students and the staff. But in the interim, a few of the students and the parents have asked me a few questions, so I hope you enjoy watching my answers, and I look forward to meeting you all in the autumn term.
What led you to pursue a career in education?
Thank you, Calder. Great question. For me, it was twofold. Initially, when I left university, I was passionate about my subject and I was really keen to continue to study it and inspire others to do so. And at the time, I was already teaching sailing and enjoying that. And it was really, the seeds were sown in my PGC year where I really fell in love with teaching. And here I am 25 years later, still enjoying every moment I spend in schools.
You were raised in the local area. What was your impression of the college as a child? Has that changed?
Oh, good question, Bethany, because that takes me back. My mother actually taught at Bishop Stortford College for a year. She did maternity cover here. So I've always known the college. I was educated nearby, but I did play sport against the college and I even coached sport against the college throughout the part of my career. And for me, Bishop Stortford College has always epitomised that excellent holistic education. It's been very much down to earth, the students are well rounded, and that was certainly what attracted me back to it, and I still see that when I came back recently and every time I visited, a very strong community which I'm sure I will love.
What strengths of the college do you hope to build on in the future?
Well, thank you, Cushy. And I joined the college at a period of real success. It's just had a fantastic ISI report, and the inspectors quite rightly recognised so many strengths within the entire college, right from the pre-prep all the way through to the sixth form. So there's a lot for me to inherit and a lot for me to build on. But certainly for me, I hope to continue to nurture the fantastic pastoral care that the school is renowned for, our brilliant teachers, strong academics, but equally strong performing arts and strong sporting prowess, so that we really are a holistic education. I'd also want to continue to develop that 3 to 18 education so that an entire family can be on one campus within Bishop Stortford.
How would you approach updated curriculum development for 2024?
Thank you, a really good question. And from the college's strategic development plan, the curriculum project is an exciting next step for us and something I'm looking forward to getting my teeth into in my first year. So I think it's important that we listen to the experts who are the teaching staff and they know the curriculum best, but equally hearing what the parents would like and the students would like to see in a curriculum to make sure it's a very modern approach. And I think what I'm looking for is developing something which spiralizes right from the age of 3 all the way to 18. So it's a seamless journey of learning throughout the college.
What is your approach to balancing academic rigour with student well-being?
Thank you, and really important question. And certainly from my experience and where I'm renowned from is academic excellence, but in balance with student well-being and student harmony. And for me, they can both sit nicely against each other. We obviously want students to develop a love of learning. We want students to take risks with their learning and to become independent. But to do that, they need to have that very strong safety net, which is our fantastic pastoral system within the college.
What's your favourite story?
Oh, very good question, Georgia. When I was your age, I was passionate about Greek myths and I loved a book called Dogger. As an adult, I loved reading the Julia Donaldson books to my children and they still bring back a lot of memories. Personally, at the moment, what am I reading? I'm reading Anthony Beevor's Second World War, which is a very long volume. So for me, reading is about breadth and variety as well.
How do you measure academic success in the sixth form and how important are Oxbridge admissions to you?
Thank you, Jyoti. I think for me, academic rigour, academic excellence, but most importantly, developing a love of learning. And how does that come about? Well, that comes about by fantastic teaching, which the college has in abundance, and some really passionate teachers who develop within our sixth formers, but throughout the entire college, a love of learning and a passion for their subjects. How I measure it is very much based on whether the students are ambitious in their applications and also then the number of percent of students actually getting into their first choice. For some, that will be Oxbridge, but for other students, the best place for those students could be another university or into an apprenticeship or straight into a career. And I think the whole ethos of the college is about individualising our learning, individualising our care. So whatever decision the student makes, it's the right decision for that student.
Why should a parent send their child to board in the school?
Well, thank you, Josh. And certainly boarding in one of the 5 boarding houses at the college is a wonderful experience, and I'd recommend it to anybody. But actually our house system broadly across the college is certainly a key part of our ethos, and it's what makes the community so great at the college. For those students that want to board, I boarded from a young age, from the age of 8, and I thoroughly loved my time as a boarder, and I would recommend it to anybody. For overseas and international students, certainly I believe strongly that a British education is one of our best exports, and for a lot of students all around the world, they're clambering for that outstanding education system that places like Bishop Stortford College offer.
What ambitions do you have for sport at the college?
Thank you, Mr. Prowse. Well, sport at the college is already incredibly strong, but certainly for me, my ambitions are twofold. One is to continue to develop those elite athletes and make sure that in a variety of sports that our sportsmen and sportswomen are incredibly competitive locally and even internationally. But for me also mass participation is very important. One of the key ethos of the school is about developing qualities, not just qualifications, and sport plays a really important role in developing that within all students.
Where's your favourite place to go on holiday?
Well, Joshua, having lived in the Middle East, we use that as very much a hub to travel a lot. We saw all of the Middle East apart from Kuwait. Most recently, I got back from 2 weeks in Sri Lanka, which I love. But equally, I love spending time in England, and I spend many a week staring at the sky and the sea and the beaches of Norfolk, and that's always one of my favourite places to go on holiday.
How important do you think it is to be part of the alumni network at the college, and how does this support the students once they have left?
Well, thank you, Jyoti. For me, they don't leave the college, they graduate. You're always part of the Bishop Stortford College network and community. And actually, on my visit here, I just met a family that had 3 generations dating from the 1920s all the way through to a future generation. And I think that really is epitomizes what's great about the college, that the alumni network benefits the students while they're here in terms of lots of activities that we do, which involve our alumni coming in, and equally benefits them when they graduate and they become alumni themselves in terms of networking, in terms of introductions.
What do you envisage being the biggest challenge you face at the college in your first year?
Well, thank you, Amanda. There will be those run-of-the-mill challenges that face every new head, which is learning everyone's name, trying to make sure I really get to be able to meet every single student in that first year, and a lot of the parents and, of course, all the staff. For us as a sector, we're facing many challenges, and they will be important for us as a school to not only just meet them head-on, but equally be a leading force within the HMC and driving forward private education. So I think it's about flexibility, but equally building that community and making sure that I know that community and really get to the beating heart of the college.
What are you and your family most looking forward to enjoying back in the UK?
So we're looking forward to coming back to the cool climate of the UK, but equally the greenery, and certainly I know my family, as we flew in, were wowed by how green the country is, and you do forget that. We have family and friends in the area, so we're looking forward to settling back into Bishop Stortford and into Hertfordshire, but most importantly, we're looking forward to joining that college community. We hadn't planned to move back so soon, back to the UK, and it was always going to have to be a great school to entice us back to the UK, and in Bishop Stortford College, we certainly found that.
If you could have any one superpower, what would that superpower be and why?
Well, thank you, Neve. What would my superpower be? I think when I was younger, I would have said I would have loved to have to be able to fly. But as I've got older, I've got a fear of heights now. So I think that would be a terrible superpower to have. I think my superpower I'd really love now is to be able to speak every single language in the world. I think we have a huge diverse community within the college, and to be able to speak to all of them in their own native language would be a wonderful superpower to have, and something I'd really like to be able to do.